Welcome to a peaceful and magical story. Take a deep breath, relax, and imagine a small village surrounded by green hills, tall trees, and a flowing river. This is the story of a boy named Arav. Arav lived in a quiet village where life was simple but beautiful. The villagers woke up early every morning. Farmers walked to their fields. Children ran along dusty paths to school. Birds sang in the trees while the sun slowly rose in the sky. Among all the children in the village, Arav was the most curious. He loved asking questions. Why do birds fly in groups? Why does the river keep moving even when no one pushes it? Why do stars shine at night? His grandmother often smiled and said, "A curious mind is a wonderful gift." Arav loved exploring the world around him, but his favorite place in the entire village was the river. The river flowed gently beside the village. Its water was clear and cool. Smooth stones rested under the water, shining softly in the sunlight. Many afternoons, after finishing his small chores at home, Arav walked to the river. He loved the sound of water flowing. It made him feel calm. One warm afternoon, Arav decided to visit the river again. The sky was bright and blue. Soft wind moved through the tall trees. When Arav reached the river, he removed his sandals and stepped into the shallow water. The cool water touched his feet. He slowly walked across the riverbed, feeling the smooth stones under his toes. Suddenly, Arav felt something strange. One stone felt different. It was warmer than the others. Curious, Arav bent down and picked it up. The stone was small and smooth, but something about it looked unusual. It had a faint golden glow. Arav rubbed the stone gently with his thumb, and suddenly, the stone glowed brighter. A soft golden light surrounded it. Arav's eyes widened with surprise. Then something even more mysterious happened. A gentle voice whispered near him, "Your heart is kind, so the stone has chosen you." Arav looked around quickly, but there was no one there. Only the river, the trees, and the quiet sound of flowing water. The voice disappeared. Arav stared at the glowing stone in his hand. Was that real? He wondered. Confused but curious, Arav placed the stone in his pocket and walked home. That evening, Arav's mother was preparing dinner. Their kitchen was small and simple. A small clay pot sat on the stove. Arav's mother looked worried. "We only have a little rice left," she said quietly. "Your father is working late today." Arav remembered the glowing stone. He slowly took it out of his pocket. The stone still glowed softly. A thought came into his mind. What if this stone really has magic? Arav held the stone in both hands. He closed his eyes and whispered softly, "I wish we had more food." For a moment, nothing happened. The room stayed quiet. Arav slowly opened his eyes. Then suddenly, the small rice pot began to fill. More rice appeared inside the pot, until it was completely full. Arav could hardly believe what he was seeing. The stone really was magical. From that day forward, Arav kept the magic stone a secret. Whenever his family needed something important, he quietly used the stone. If food was running low, he wished for enough food. If he needed school books, he wished for books. Slowly, life became easier for Arav's family. His parents felt relieved, but they never knew about the stone. Days passed peacefully, until one day. Arav's friend Ravi noticed something. Ravi was visiting Arav when he saw the golden glow inside Arav's pocket. "What is that?" Ravi asked curiously. Arav tried to hide it, but Ravi had already seen it. After a long conversation, Arav finally told him the truth. Ravi's eyes became wide with excitement. "A magic stone?" he said. "That means you can get anything." Ravi was amazed. But Ravi also had a habit of talking too much. The next day, he shared the story with someone else. And soon, the rumor reached a wealthy merchant in the village. The merchant loved money more than anything. When he heard about the magic stone, his mind filled with greedy thoughts. "If I had that stone," he said to himself, "I could become the richest man in the world." That night, the merchant made a plan. When the village fell asleep, He quietly walked to Arav's house. Moonlight shone through the trees. The village was silent. The merchant slowly entered the house. He searched carefully, and finally, he found the glowing stone under Arav's pillow. A greedy smile appeared on his face. He grabbed the stone and ran back to his home. Inside his room, he locked the door and held the stone tightly. "I wish for gold," he shouted. Nothing happened. He tried again. "I want a palace." Still nothing happened. The stone stayed silent. The merchant became angry. He shouted again and again, but the magic never worked. Meanwhile, Arav woke up and realized the stone was missing. He felt sad. He walked to the river where he had first found it. Suddenly, the same gentle voice returned. "The stone listens only to kindness." Arav looked at the water and whispered, "But someone stole it." The voice replied softly, "Magic never stays with greed." The next morning, the merchant came to Arav's house, frustrated and confused. "This stone is useless," he complained. Arav calmly took the stone from his hand. Immediately, the stone began glowing again. The merchant stared in shock. "How did you do that?" he asked. Arav smiled gently. "I never wished for riches," he said. "I only wished to help." The merchant felt ashamed. For the first time in his life, he understood an important truth. Magic does not belong to greedy hearts. That evening, Arav returned to the river. He held the glowing stone one last time. He closed his eyes and whispered his final wish. "I wish my entire village always has food, water, and happiness." The stone glowed brighter than ever before. Then slowly, the golden light faded. The stone turned into an ordinary pebble. But something wonderful happened. From that day forward, the village never faced hunger again. Crops grew healthy, the river stayed full, and the villagers lived peacefully. Arav finally understood something important. The greatest magic was never the stone. The greatest magic was kindness. And sometimes, a kind heart can change the world. The end.